Hello everyone, welcome back to Extobyte. For those of you who don't know and are only fans of this channel for my gaming content, which if so, I'm very surprised, but anyways, this is a secondary channel of my main channel, PixelPug. So every now and then you're going to see some bonus content from that channel on this one. So if you're not a fan of PixelPug and only this channel, then just don't mind this video. I'll be posting gaming videos again real soon. Otherwise, welcome back, and as you may have known, I just posted my newest documentary, Egg Hunt 2018, The Great Yolktales. I really don't know what it's called right now. I've been changing titles left and right because the algorithm hates me, and the video is not doing the best, but oh well. What can you do? It was really fun to make regardless, and I'm very proud of how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do. If you did not see that video, please check that out before watching this one. I beg of you, because this video will kind of ruin that one, and I guess not ruin, but it won't be as fulfilling. So if you want full context, definitely check out the first, the documentary first, and then come back to this one, because this is bonus content for that. However, if you have seen that video, then here we are. As you may have known, again, there was a bunch of interviews in that video. I interviewed a total of 7 people, that being 4 players who actually participated in the event and are well-known people so that they have more credibility, and then 3 people who, helped make the event possible. There's actually a whole story there. There was a lot more people I had lined up to be interviewed. There's, this is a completely different setup than what was originally planned. I don't know. There's a lot that happened during this production. If you want to know more about it, then I'm going to shamelessly plug here real quick, but please consider becoming a member of PixelPug, the main channel. For only $2 a month, you can get access to a bunch of bonus content, which gives you, behind-the-scenes documentaries of the documentaries, director's commentary tracks, Q&As, and weekly updates, all of the good stuff. If you're interested in stuff like that, then maybe consider being a Pixel Patroller. But if not, no worries at all. This is some free bonus content here for you guys to enjoy. This video will have no crazy editing or anything like that. I've done this before with my news account video on this channel, and yeah, as you may know, with that one, these interviews, I'm just gonna give it to you straight up. I'll of course edit down all the parts, so it's just purely the parts where they're talking, no blank space or anything, but there's no music. The interview questions won't be put on screen or anything, it's just them talking. If they're a faceless YouTuber like Laughability or Temprist or Jessetc, they're just gonna have their, face, their Roblox avatars or whatever. Nothing insane. Alright, so yeah, this is just something to listen to in the background if you're curious, but here is the extended interviews. I asked them a lot of questions just to get as much info as possible, so I had as much to work with as possible for the video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Yay.
Hi, I'm Temprist. I upload videos every now and then, and I've been playing Roblox for 16 years. I've never said that out loud. That's horrible. I fully completed the Egg Hunt 2018, and it was probably like one of the coolest things I've ever experienced on Roblox. The music, the movement, the building, the story, the love and passion poured into every nook and cranny of the game. It was completely unmatched, and it's kind of sad that it was so long ago now. I love Roblox events overall, but I'm not a huge fan of the generic metaverse theme they keep doing. I'd love to see more personality and passion put into the events. Recent examples that come to mind are the lobby of the classic and the mega token for the Untitled Tag game. Great stuff. My favorite event of all time was the Egg Hunt 2013. It was just very cute and simple, and all the eggs felt pretty unique. There's definitely some nostalgia there, and the 2018 Egg Hunt was objectively better. I don't think any other events come even close. I really love the Rainy City map, awesome vibes and great music. Favorite egg is a stained glass egg. It made for a really cool start to the RPO event, and having 2 events intertwined at the same time was kind of legendary.
Yo, what's going on? Let's see what we got here. Number 1, please introduce yourself by stating your name, what you're known for, and how long you've been playing Roblox. Well, my name's KreekCraft. I'm known for streaming Roblox, and I've been playing Roblox since 2016, so quite a while. Number 2, are you a fan of Roblox events? Yes, I am. And if so, what kind of qualities do you like to see in events, and what is your favorite event of all time? My favorite event of all time is the 2018 Egg Hunt / the Ready Player One event, because they kind of went in together. And in terms of what qualities I like to see, I like to see, big bombastic events. I like, a lot of effort put into them. I like a lot of depth to them. I like, if you take the 2018 Egg Hunt and compare it to like an event that came out last year, there were night and day differences across the board. Story, depth, challenge, just replayability, everything. Everything's better in the 2018 Egg Hunt. Let's see. Do you remember what it was like experiencing the 2018 Egg Hunt? Feel free to recall some of your favorite memories from the event. One thing I love about it, and the reason why I like it so much, is everyone had to work together, especially near the end to solve the event. Everybody was working together. Everyone was sharing information. Oh, look, this person's found this. Oh, he found that. We're all working together to solve the, to get the stuff in the game, solve the clues, solve the mysteries. It's a lot of fun. The hype whenever that happens is unmatched. What do you believe made the Great Yolktales special? Kind of what I was just talking about, the fact that everyone had to work together, no matter what game you play in Roblox, no matter what demographic you are, whether you're a girl playing Dressed and Impressed that's 8 years old or a 16-year-old playing Arsenal, right? Like, everyone was working together, everyone was coming together, and it was just really cool to see everyone rally around this one event, right? And the prizes were really awesome too, right? Especially the Ready Player One integration with the Golden Dominus, that was crazy. Personally, how much does the 2018 Egg Hunt mean to you? Well, there's a reason why I've been pestering Roblox about doing something similar to it for about 7 years now. So, means quite a bit. It's the pinnacle of Roblox events. What are you hoping to see with future Roblox events? I want more events similar to past events, in the sense of, like, if you look at 2017 Egg Hunt, look at the 2018 Egg Hunt, look at the Ready Player 1 event, even the Ready Player 2 event, or the RB Battles events, they all follow like a similar line in the sense of, hey, there's this really epic item, not everybody can get it, but you're all going to need to work together to solve the clues across Roblox in order to have a chance at getting it. Like, that formula is just, it's the best. It works the best. I love it. It's so much fun. So something similar to that, right? And then at number 8, do you recall the Ready Player One integration with the Egg Hunt? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the thing that kicked it all off, because it's like one person could get the Golden Dominus, only one person. And because only one person could get it, that means everybody wanted it, right? And because only one person could get it, everybody wanted it. There was this mad rush to solve the clues, find the riddles, get it. It was insane. You had kids watching streams from school, I remember. It was so much fun. I loved it. But yeah, hopefully I answered all the questions. Thank you so much. And hopefully we get more events like this in the future.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm known for playing Build-A-Boat, and I've been playing Roblox for 9 years. Of course I played Egg Hunt. I remember at the time, I was actually live streaming before the game dropped, and I had like 5,000 people watching, which was like 10,000 times more people than I typically had watching, so it was like absolutely insane. The hype was crazy. I kind of used to be a really big fan of Roblox events, but I think over the past few years, it's mostly faded. I think just going into games that I don't really enjoy is something that I don't really want to do. And I know there's cool rewards and stuff, but like, there are certain games that I just don't like, and I don't want to play games that I don't like, if that makes any sense. I think the thing that makes the Roblox created Egg Hunt events so special is because they didn't have to go so crazy. They didn't have to do all this. They just gave this to us as like a little gift from the gods. Like, they didn't need to do all this, but they did, and it makes it feel so special. It was like every single year, like the most exciting thing was this game that Roblox went out of their way to make better than anything they've ever made before. And it was just so cool, like year over year, seeing Egg Hunt improve, and just like how much fun it actually was, how much fun it was to actually play these games. Dude, I love the Egg Hunt 2018. I think it was definitely the craziest game Roblox had ever made. Like, it was like playing, I don't even know what to call it. It's like an open world adventure game. It was like, if this was released on Roblox today, it would go absolutely crazy still. It was just it was just like what is the right word? It was just like undeniably an incredibly good game to play. And getting rewards from it as well was just like a cherry on top. I think the thing that made the Great Yolktales so special is that at the time, Roblox games were like of a certain quality, and the Great Yolktales was literally better than the average Roblox game. This wasn't just some piece of slop that Roblox put together to just give us something to shut up about. It was like We were playing the best Roblox that Roblox could ever be. Sorry, I got a notification. We were playing the best Roblox that Roblox could ever be. Like, this was a game from the future. It was that good. I remember, like, up there was something crazy. Like, there was some crazy lobby secret. That was awesome. How do I go to the different worlds? Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I think it's this one. Yeah, dude, I didn't even play this one. I never got around to this. No! Oh my god, dude, I gotta play that. Anyway, yeah, I think this one, I think the Ruins of Wukong was my favorite. I don't know why I liked it so much. I just remember this one tunnel section where you were like running and rolling around or something, and it was just like absolutely insane. I just remember that being really cool. Oh, and the temple, there was like a secret in the temple. Personally, the egg hunt actually means quite a lot to me. It was like the first ever thing that I did myself on YouTube that went absolutely viral. Like, it was like so much bigger than my own like social media platform. Like, it was absolutely insane. Personally, it actually means quite a lot to me. I remember it was like the very first thing that I did on my own YouTube channel that went absolutely viral, like way bigger than anything I've ever done before it. And it was even a live stream. I think even today, it still has like a bunch of views. Like, it went absolutely insane. Honestly, in the future, if Roblox could go back, I don't know what this is yet, but if they could go back and give us something, a piece of Roblox future that we have not yet seen, like something that like every creator on Roblox right now, they're not doing it yet. If they could give us something like that, just something that has that feeling of like, oh my god, like this is how good Roblox can actually be. If they could figure out how they can do that, that would be the greatest event ever in my opinion. And I don't think with the latest like you know, like hunt things and whatever, I don't think they've really been doing that. It's mostly individual Roblox games that have been pushing this bar. Roblox themselves has completely let it go. Wait, there was a Ready Player One integration with this egg hunt? Dude, I remember Ready Player One. Ready Player One was insane, but I actually didn't know that it was like an integration with this egg hunt. But Ready Player One was so big. Literally every single person on all of planet Earth was searching through every Roblox game to try and find some clue. And I think it was like a full week before we even found the very first thing. And when this event unraveled, it just continued to get better and better as we played. And like, there was so much love and passion put into these games, which made it so cool. Like, one game literally made a new game inside of their game. It was absolutely insane. If Roblox could even go ahead and make something as good as the old egg hunt, that would be insane. I want something more than that, though. I feel like this game hasn't aged as well now that there's been multiple other Roblox games pushing the limits. There are so many games out there right now that are literally, like, you wouldn't believe that this is Roblox. Like, that's what made this game so special. You were playing something that you wouldn't believe that this is Roblox. This is how good it can actually be. So if they could manage to do that, that would be absolutely insane.
My name is Laughability. I make Roblox YouTube videos that are okay. And I've been playing Roblox since 2015. I did play Egg Hunt 2018. It was actually the first time I ever live streamed Roblox off of my computer. I tried before, like doing Miner's Haven and stuff, but the first time I ever like did it seriously on my computer was during Egg Hunt 2018. And because I had already completed the game, I streamed it on my friend's alt account that he made, and that alt account happened to be dressed almost exactly like my current avatar, with the red dinosaur hat, white body, and red torso. And so I actually based my current avatar off of that stream. So Egg Hunt 2018 literally gave me my avatar that I use every video. I really, really like Roblox events that, like, the people who worked on them truly cared about them. Like in Egg Hunt 2018, they had like parkour mechanics, which was so awesome. Like, they didn't have to add that. None of the other Egg Hunts had that. but they like actually cared about egg hunt, so they did it, and they tried to make it the most fun event ever. And because of that, it is my favorite event of all time, to answer the second part of this question. Did you like Egg Hunt 2018, The Great Yolktales? I don't think anybody disliked Egg Hunt 2018, The Great Yolktales. What do you believe made The Great Yolktales special? You could tell the team that made it like truly cared about it. They added so much they didn't need to. They went way overboard. Fifth team was just the GOAT. Like, I could say it was the concept of egg hunts, which were also awesome. The prizes were pretty cool because back then UGC didn't like overinflate the market, so any free hat was sick. But like, it really just came down to fifth team. Like, they are the GOATs, man. They need to be in charge of more Roblox events. Favorite world / egg from the event. Okay. My favorite world was the city world. I forgot what it was, like Hard-Boiled City or something. I don't remember. Specifically the first zone, the one that plays Noir by Beastlick. That is my favorite Roblox song of all time. I think, do I know how to play it? That's all I know of it. That's all I know of Noir. Fantastic song. Loved the zone. So nostalgic. My favorite egg. I really like the sugar egg that you get like during the nostalgia zone of the game. That one was really cool because it like has a picture of Egg Hunt 2013, I think, on it. It was awesome. Personally, how much does the 2018 Egg Hunt mean to you? A lot. It means a lot. Roblox probably didn't even realize it and probably don't realize it, but the events they do, the good events they do, that give people content, give people like inspiration to make stuff, plant seeds for people like me to eventually go on and like become large creators who like help their platform, you know? Making good events like maybe doesn't boost their player count so much in the beginning, but it definitely boosts their loyalty count. Like the loyal players you get who go on to dedicate their life to Roblox, like me. Almost all of us have nostalgic memories from events like that. All of us. What are you hoping to see with the future Roblox events? Revoking Pet Simulator 99's invitation. Okay. They're slowly getting better at this, but they need to just stop being stupid with the games they pick. Like, oh my god, shocker, Pet Simulator 99 fucking sucked. Their game sucked. And Regretivators was awesome. And Untitled Tag Games was awesome. Who could have predicted this would be the case? It's just like, literally, I feel like you could get any Roblox player and they would choose better games for the dev hunts. Like, it's just so obvious. I don't know why Roblox insists on inviting, like, shitty games like Pet Simulator 99 to, like, just bog down the whole thing. It's crazy, dude. Infection Gunfight? Are you serious? That's like a clone game of Gunfight Arena. And it sucks. It's a shitty game. It's almost like mind-boggling how Roblox doesn't realize, like, choosing between Pet Simulator 99 and Pressure. I wonder which one of these games would make a better event. I wonder. Do you recall the Ready Player One integration with this egg hunt? I did not recall that it was integrated with this egg hunt. I played a little bit of the Ready Player One event. That was really awesome. That was like a really good event. It was just such an epic hunt. And I think they recaptured some of that magic in the current, like the most recent hunt, but they didn't get all the way. They did not get all the way at all. But it was close. It was actually pretty great. Just bogged down by the prizes in that one. Because back in the Ready Player One event, like, the prizes were really cool because they were like special hats and special crowns for going faster and stuff. And even though they didn't look very good back then, once again, UGC did not bog down the catalog, so hats were more valuable. Any free hat was more valuable. But now, like, the hats you win from like the current hunt event are just laughable. They're just awful, man. They're horrible. I think the best prizes they ever had was the classic. Those had really good prizes. They need more like that. But yeah, Ready Player One was incredible. Like, that's like, it's crazy they had the 2 best Roblox events of all time back to back. Because I think Ready Player One was second best Roblox event ever. It was right after 2018 Egg Hunt. Any final thoughts? I think Roblox is going in a good direction. I think like this recent hunt was really good. It wasn't perfect. There's a lot they need to improve, specifically prizes, but like maybe one day we could have another Egg Hunt 2018. But I think Roblox is more interested in dev hunts because it's harder to hire like people to make an entire event. But hey bro, bull out. Pay the fucking take that $1 million prize, right? Pay that to the Untitled Tag Game devs and let them make an Egg Hunt. Or the Arsenal devs, or like anybody who would be super like talented. Just like, come on, bro. They know how to make a game. You've tested them enough with the dev funds. Just let a team do it. Hell, get 15 back. I'd be down with another 15 2018 Egg Hunt.
All right, so who am I? What have I been known for? And how long have I played in Roblox? So I am Deeter from the YouTube channel DeeterPlays, probably remembered as G-Rated Family Gaming during the Egg Hunt event. And I'm known for doing events and covering like free items and news on the Roblox platform, like with my YouTube channel, of course. And I have been playing Roblox since 2016. Let's see, are you a fan of Roblox events? And if so, what kind of qualities do you like events? And what is your favorite of all time? So obviously I love Roblox events. Like the fact that they went away for a while was very sad with those whole live ops thing. We used to have like an event every month, and then we'd have like the Egg Hunt, and those were amazing. I really love those. But the new ones with like the whole, you know, the Hunt Mega Edition and all those, like the first edition and the second and the classic and that stuff, those are really good too. I think the events are kind of like my favorite thing on Roblox because it really brings the community together the way other things don't. Like RB battles, you know, it really just gets everybody together, and they've got something that they're scheduled for, and they get together and they jump in, and then they have a task and they work together, and it is probably one of the most unifying things I think in the Roblox platform. And of course, like the qualities that we like to see in events, you know, we like to see some challenges that are like, you know, somewhat, you know, difficult, but, you know, it's a fun, you know, like an obby, or we have to get through a couple of levels and phases of things. What we don't like is like doing like these scavenger hunts, like when you have to go in and just find something and find like 50 of them in a map and wander around a map just trying to find things. That's just kind of like, I don't know, they phoned it in. It's like maybe they shouldn't have even been a part of the event. I like it when they get something creative, something new, and something that brings us through like a few adventures. We have to figure some things out. We have to have a certain level of skill to get through, but it's not like too difficult to where it's just making you like so frustrated that you're just screaming and crashing out. But, you know, having some mystery and having some, of course, more than anything, free items. I mean, that's why we loved the Egg Hunt so much. We were able to go in, we were able to do something, and then after we complete a task, we got a free egg item. And during those Egg Hunts, we used to get like 50 of these eggs. So, you know, the free eggs were definitely a really good thing, free UGC in general, but, you know, just a good mission to get the stuff. But something that, you know, will take you about 20 minutes. Not something that's going to take you 2 hours, 20 hours or more. You know, sometimes it gets a little bit crazy. Let's see, how did I get to test events? So back in 2018, they created the STAR program. So when the STAR program started, I was doing live streams, Kreek was doing live streams. There were some other people, Redneck Gamer, Salad Green Gamer, Fraser to the Max. Some people may remember them, some people might not, but we were the first people in the Roblox STAR program. And basically the person who was running the program, Terry, asked us if there's anything that, you know, Roblox could do that could kind of help us with our content or anything. And I said, you know, it would really be great for me. It'd be nice if I could help test the events so that I could have some information, because on my channel, I like to make videos about the events and how to do things in the events. So I asked if I could do the testing so I could know that information, so I could make my videos more thorough and complete for my viewers. And they were like, that's great. So they put me on the test team. And one of the first things that I actually started testing in that test group was the 2018 Egg Hunt. Let's see, do I remember testing the 2018 Egg Hunt? Yes, we spent many hours in there testing all the different maps and all the different things. What I thought was cool was just looking at it the first time. You guys probably remember when you first saw it and you saw like the whole Alice in Wonderland area and you saw like the cave with all the bright crystals that Beism made. It was just fun, and then all the different things. I loved the new mechanics, the fact that we could jump and leap and the roll thing. I was like, this is just great. So at first though, it was very incomplete, and there was actually some things that were supposed to be in the 2018 Egg Hunt thing that we didn't actually get into the whole thing. So like when the city map, there was actually this sort of like Subway Surfers thing where it was like on cars and in traffic, but it was so buggy and it didn't work out, so we had to kind of remove the whole thing from the Egg Hunt altogether. So that's kind of a little bit behind the scenes thing that you had going on. But there was like 2 tiers of testers. You know, there was the ones who knew about the RPO and, you know, they were under like strict NDA and all that stuff. And then there were some of us that just sort of, you know, were making sure we didn't find any big bugs around certain things and that we could get some of the badges. So I wasn't privy to a lot of the information about what was going on there with the Ready Player One stuff during that whole thing, but I did know how to get a lot of the eggs. But we were testing like crazy for months and months and months, up to the very last minute, and when we released, it was super bugged at first, and we had to do some scrambling to get it working. But really quickly, we got it fixed, we got it working, and it went off pretty well, I'd say, mostly without a hitch. Let's see, what do I believe made the Great Yolktales special? So, there was, in 2017, the year before, I think it was like the first year that they did like a big map where you could teleport to like different areas of the map and then do different things around the map to get yourself the eggs. And there was a couple different things. You have to be in certain locations during certain times, or you have to like start in one place and you go all the way through in order to get different things. I remember like that was really, really cool. So 2017, I would say, laid out the groundwork for what they ended up doing in 2018 for the Great Yolktales. But the 5th team was just a group of very, very talented people in Roblox. They knew the platform, they knew how to do what they needed to do, and we went through it very thoroughly. There were so many bugs in the bug list, but you know what made it special, you know, it was a really good production. You know, there were so many little hidden things. The builds, everything looked brilliant. The new, like, movement mechanics were just awesome. The eggs that we were able to get, those were modeled and, like, really, really cool. Getting the items wasn't too difficult, but some of them were enough of a challenge that you did feel like you accomplished something as well. And the fact that it integrated with the Ready Player One thing, I think, is a huge part of what made Egg Hunt 2018 such a big deal. Of course, you know, if it hadn't integrated with Ready Player One, I don't think that we'd be remembering it as fondly as we do. But it did end up getting to this thing, you know, in the city. We had to go to that thing and it said urgent, and we had to change it to Gunter to get special access to that area. That was really, really difficult, super difficult parkour. If one person did it, like whoever did it first was actually going to get that Dominus Venari, like one person was going to get this Dominus prize, and everybody was trying to get it. So I think really the integration with Ready Player One is what made the Egg Hunt 2018 so awesome. So when we talk about the Egg Hunt 2018, I don't even separate them in my mind. Like, to me, they're the same thing. They were 2 events that basically integrated into one big event, and I think that big event is really what made it so awesome. So when we're talking about Egg Hunt 2018, to me, I think in my mind, we're also talking about Ready Player One. Let's see, personally, how much does the 2018 Egg Hunt mean to me? I mean, to me, it actually means quite a bit. I mean, it was my first time doing like QA testing, and my performance with the testing for that event is why they asked me to be a QA manager, and I got to help with lots of events after that, up until the Metaverse Champions thing, and that's a whole other story. I digress anyways, but yeah, I mean, it means a lot to me because it really did sort of like, was the first thing that kind of got my channel name out there and made it seem like my channel is actually a viable thing that is worth pursuing, and I sort of found my niche in YouTube by doing that. So I just sort of like became an event YouTuber, and it was great because after that, like, people just started to depend on me for the events and for launched items, and that really was good for me. So for my channel, it was kind of like the beginning of an era. So it really does mean quite a bit to me. See, what am I hoping to see in the future of Roblox events? Of course, I want to see them keep coming. I don't want to see them end. The fact that we've got them every like 2 or 3 months right now, fairly periodically, I think is great. One thing that was kind of nice at that time was we would have monthly events, like summertime, you know, they would have a list that would come out. There's this event, this event, this event, this event, and there'd be an event and it would be over, and then within another week or two, there would be another little small event, and we'd be able to go in and get ourselves like 4 or 5 free items. Sometimes they were sponsored and it has something to do with like Nickelodeon or something, The Incredibles, or like Coco, some sort of Disney movie or whatever. But we liked those items and we liked those events. Now, since we came out with the hunt and all these events, they've got a specific format. You can tell they're definitely trying to sell some things and make some Robux and earn some money on those. But Twin Atlas, I think, has been doing a really good job with the hubs. So what they've done with the hubs and the integration of different games, I think is great. I think the way they're doing it now is awesome. It's more of a go in and get a badge and get a token and then spend those tokens like currency in the hub to get other items. So, I mean, it would be cool if we could go in and get a free item for every single game. Like, have 50 games, go in, each game has a mission, each game has a free item that you can get in a free UGC. I always liked that format, and it'd be cool if we go back to it, but I'm pretty happy. Just the fact that we've got events and that events haven't gone away completely, that is good enough for me. Do I recall the Ready Player One integration? Of course. I mean, I already talked about that, because to me, for 2018, Ready Player One is a part of what makes the event what it is. So I've already pretty much covered that. Ready Player One was like the most epic event, and honestly, of the two, I would almost say like Ready Player One was almost like a little bit above if we were going to separate the two. To me, they are the same event, but the Ready Player One stuff was really huge, and I would say that was even bigger and better, and it's probably a huge part of what makes 2018 such a great event. Otherwise, I think 2018 Egg Hunt would be remembered still probably as the best Egg Hunt, but, you know, just kind of like almost right up there with 2017, but it really did stand apart because of the Ready Player One stuff, and Ready Player One was groundbreaking. It was epic, and it totally just, it changed things on Roblox as far as Roblox events go. Final thoughts from me? No, not really. I mean, you know, Ready Player One, Egg Hunt 2018, we remember them fondly. It'd be great if we could get some sort of Egg Hunt and Egg Faces back, but now with UGC, we can pretty much buy as many Egg Hunt items as we want. But yeah, it would really be nice to have something that is a, you know, an official Egg Hunt would be nice, and I think people would like it, but I sort of still also understand the reason that they're trying to go to that and culturally be more inviting to everybody around the world. So that was it, man. I thought Egg Hunt was really, honestly, the best event that's ever happened on Roblox, but of course, that's considering the integration with Ready Player One. All right, guys, well, it was great to chat with you guys about the Egg Hunt, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey Pixelpug, my name's Oshin. I also go by Younite on the platform, and I was the lead designer for Great Yolktales. I currently do UI, UGC, and other stuff, and I've been on Roblox since 2010, and yeah, I've just been around for a while, and I guess working on the Yolktales was one of the best events of my life and best experiences. Am I a fan of Roblox events? I like to consider myself a fan of Roblox events for sure. I mean, I make my own in some way. They're not really official, but stuff with like Roll a Day, the creator rewards. But yeah, no, I've been making Roblox events and playing them for years now. I think the very first one I ever played was like, it was like a Creo battleship game, something like that, back in like 2012 or 2011. I can't really remember. But yeah, I've kind of played most of them. Yeah, no, they've been pretty fundamental to my time on Roblox, and I consider them foundational in making events that I make today. They're super fun. My favorite one of all time, I don't want to be biased and say the Egg Hunt, but I mean, it still was an absolute blast to work on. But if I could think of any others, I really enjoyed Egg Hunt 2013. I think that was where I got a lot of inspiration for Egg Hunt 2018 for sure, in trying to channel that like nostalgia and stuff like that. yeah, Econ 2013 was the GOAT. Explain the story of how you became involved or were asked to work on Econ 2018. So this is a kind of a funny story. So it was back in October 2017, and I was in my 5th year of secondary school in Ireland. And a few days before, I think, or maybe a week, myself and Sean and a few others had made a group to apply to work on Econ 2018. And I believe at the same time I was speaking to Insanely Luke, who had also made a group chat as well, with a bunch of people that worked on like the accelerator programs, and they were also applying, and our group was small and their group was also small, and we kind of just joined together. It ended up being pretty good regardless, because I remember it was about 12 a.m. that night and I was just like brushing my teeth in my friend's bathroom, and then these like Roblox staff members were added to the Discord group chat that we were in, and just as soon as that, then there's a phone call and all of us are in it, and I'm still brushing my teeth at this point, like looking at my notifications, and I just have to listen in, and 5 minutes later, the Econ 2018 team was formed. Yeah, it was kind of a crazy reality, because the next day it was like, oh my God. And, you know, I really wanted this and I really wanted to be a part of it, but I just did not expect it to just be like that, you know? It was crazy. And the fact that I was also in my friend's bathroom at the time was even funnier. What was development like for the event? Pretty fun, pretty stressful. So in Irish education, at least when I was in secondary school, back in 2017, I was in 5th year, and in 6th year is when you do your like final big exams to get into university. So that year, 5th year is kind of an important year because you're doing a lot of studying and a lot of learning for 6th year. And I don't really know how I balanced working on the Econ and also doing my exams. I don't know how I could tell you that. I feel like my work ethic was a lot better then, because I couldn't do that today. But it was stressful in that regard with me and like with my work and stuff. But it was also stressful, but so enjoyable to work on. It was just such an incredible time. Probably one of the best times I've ever had making a Roblox game. We kind of turned it into like, you know, oh, we're working on this, to, oh, well, we really want to make something cool, and we really want to make something memorable and an experience that everybody will enjoy. So it turned from, I guess, a contractual obligation into like a passion project. And we just went crazy like every day for 5 or so months straight. But it was just so worth it. It was just phenomenal for sure. What do I believe made the Great Yolktales special? A lot of things. I feel like the movement mechanics for sure were just so much fun. They were something we really wanted to include at the very start. I remember we had a lot of inspirations with like Mario Odyssey, because it released around the same time that we started development, and we also used A Hat in Time as a reference as well. And yeah, no, it was, the move mechanics made like the Econ just so much better. We channeled a lot of different development ideas that those games had done. Like for example, with Mario Odyssey, they encourage you to explore out of bounds and they place like coins and stuff. So we did the same, and it felt really fun and enjoyable to just explore around the map and get rewarded for it, I suppose. But yeah, make like, there was just so many ideas and so many good times with the Econ, and I suppose we really tried to channel the idea of nostalgia and immersiveness in a way. Like one of the subworlds, we had the Econ 2013 Sugar Egg, which was one that I fought for to get involved and to get implemented, and I made a lot of concept art for it, and I was so happy when it got approved, because I remember like telling the team that people will love this, and I just remember seeing the leaks coming out at the time of like the hats being uploaded and all the comments and people being like, oh my god, like it's just crazy. We had a lot of fun with just different ideas for eggs. Like the DIY egg was a paper bag with an egg drawn on it, and I thought that was really cute. The the Garbage, which was just Fabergé, but garbage, the word garbage, but it was it was really, really fun and unique, and we had a lot of cool ideas for it. And I think leaning into that kind of thinking outside the box with eggs itself really, really made that the eggs for 2018 special for sure. How much does the 2018 egg hunt mean to me? The world, I guess. It's still something I think about a lot. At RDC, people will come up to me and thank me for a game that we made since 2018. It was just a blast, and I'm really happy that people hold it to such high regard because we poured our heart and soul into it, I suppose. So it means a lot. I feel like there's a large portion of my heart that's just reserved specifically for the Icon 2018, and I'm glad that we still have people talking about it and people still appreciate it, and it always gets talked about every year, especially when Easter comes up. And yeah, it means just everything, and I can't thank people enough for appreciating it. It was amazing to make. Were there any hardships faced during the event's development? Yeah, as Sean had said before, definitely a lot of stress and there was a lot of feature creeps for sure, if that's even the right way to word it. Yeah, we were just so passionate and eager to make something cool because I guess we all grew up playing egg hunts, at least most of us, and we were so wanting to make something cool now that we had this opportunity, that we, I guess, underestimated how much time it would really take to make something that big, but somehow we did it, and I don't really know how we did it to this day, but we did. I remember actually quite a funny story back in, it was the day before launch or a few hours before launch. No, it was a few hours before launch, and we had translation lines and stuff like that, and they all broke somehow. I don't know how they broke, but I remember they all broke, and we all just sat there like trying to comprehend how this can be fixed, and it got fixed. I remember being like not touching it. I remember just sitting there and going, I'm not in the capacity to be able to understand how this broke or how it can be fixed, but that was definitely some form of curse. I don't know how, but it happened right at the last minute, and definitely one of the more stressful times. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other hardships that we faced. Aside from the occasional bug like that, everything kind of went swimmingly. We, with the stress and everything else like that, it's not really something I look back on and think, oh, that was such an awful time, because it wasn't. It was one of the best times we've ever had, and for me specifically, for sure. But, when you're making a game, you'll always encounter problems, and when it's an event game, you have thousands of eyes on your profile and your inventory and seeing what models you upload and thumbnails. It was hard to keep a level head about it all without getting a bit too stressed out. And I guess on top of that, plus my exams at the time, I really don't know how I held it together, but we did it somehow. What is something I learned from working on the event? Don't feature creep. Don't do that. It's not worth your time. I suppose the downside to applying to work on a Roblox game or a Roblox event in that regard is you don't know if you're going to get it. So there isn't really much point in building out something comprehensive to avoid and eliminate feature creep, because you don't want to invest all that time just for you to not get that opportunity. So when you do get that opportunity, you're like trying to form and make a concept of a game, and that's when feature creep just kind of creeps in, I suppose. So it's that's probably one of the hardest things that can affect development, and something I learned a lot. Something that I try not to do when I'm really passionate about working on something. I suppose there will be feature creep, and it's something I am guilty of for sure still. but it definitely put into perspective of just how important it is to make sure that everything is lined up properly and you know what you're doing. And also the development cycle, and we only had 5 or 6 months or so trying to get a game, I don't think Roblox envisioned for the game to be that big or the maps to be that large, and I think it was a result of us just wanting to put our heart and soul into it that it got to a point where we're like, well, we just have to keep going. And with that tight deadline, I don't think there were a lot of things we really had to sacrifice. Maybe there were, but nothing really of value, or not value, but nothing really substantial that I'm still thinking, oh, I wish we had that implemented. But yeah, what was the question? What can you recall about the Ready Player One integration? Not a lot. They kept it really, really, really under tight wraps, and I don't know how I didn't notice it being built in the background, which was really cool and still something I think about a lot. It was amazing. I had no idea. I'm being completely honest. I had no idea there was another world being built, and there was stuff being built in the city map for Ready Player One, because it was just so well disguised. And when I found out, I was like, oh my God, like how long has this been here? How long have these assets been here that went right under my nose? It was amazing. I can't, commend them enough, because we weren't allowed to know about it too, because, we couldn't take part, because, there had to be a winner, and getting the game devs to, letting the game devs try and be a winner, that would just be very, very unfair. And I completely agree. So I suppose there wasn't a lot that I knew about the game development until it came out. But it was really, really fun to do the event and be like, oh my God, since when have you guys been making all this stuff? And how did you keep it under our noses for so long? What's next for you and or 15? For me, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I don't see that really changing. I still want to make another Creator Awards. I thought that was really fun, and hopefully, this year it's a lot easier to make for sure. What's next for 15? I don't really know, but hopefully we can make something soon. Any final thoughts? Thank you for playing. Thank you for still holding the Egg in such high regard. It really, really, really means a lot. I genuinely wouldn't be where I am right now without everybody's support and appreciation and admiration for the event. And it's really fun to make a couple tweets on the 15 account every year or so, and people just interact with it like it's Christmas. It's really cute, and it's really, really nice, and it's something that I'm so happy to be able to experience. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I don't have a use. Do you want to say anything?
Shout out Jane Remover.
Shout out Jane Remover.
Am I a fan of Roblox events? And if so, what kind of qualities do I like to see in events? And what is my favorite event of all time? These are great questions. To start, yes. I think Roblox events are great tools for community building. And one thing that I don't necessarily see overly discussed, at least anymore in the way that a lot of events happen nowadays, is that these Roblox specific events are great tools for budding game developers. For the Egg Hunt 2018, we had a lot of help from Roblox staff, and specifically some staff that had a lot of experience in game development and production, that we could really lean on for guidance, and it was an indispensable tool that really led us to succeed in the ways that we did. And I'll probably touch a little bit more on this in other questions as well, because it's something that I don't see discussed enough. But that kind of leads into the next part of this question of what qualities do I like to see in events. I like to see the qualities that aren't brand partnerships necessarily. I like standalone events, Egg Hunt, or at least the earlier Egg Hunts, the 2017, 18, 19 ones. I really liked because of their uniqueness. I think that, you know, I understand that game development is expensive, and brand partnerships really allow us to do that. But in situations where it's not a pivotal part of the experience, I think that communities can really come around to this uniquely Roblox experience. As for my favorite event, I might be aging myself here, but back in 2009, they had building events, and there were, I guess, less events and more just like community engagement in general. Roblox is a very different platform in 2009, but specifically my favorite one is there's an Earth Month building challenge in 2009, and you know, a bunch of people in the community just built a bunch of large, you know, environmental maps, and being an environment artist, I loved that. So that was definitely my favorite one. I know it's very, very outdated and maybe not necessarily what we would call a current day event, but you know, it was a community building exercise, and for that I really do love it. Explain the story of how I became involved on the 2018 Egg Hunt. This is another good question, one that is very, very convoluted and not a traditional hiring process, let's say. So as I kind of mentioned earlier in my introduction, I've been an environment artist since like early 2017, right out of college, and yeah, what I started doing is just kind of doing odd commissions here and there. I had worked with Younite on a game or two, as well as Algie Lacey, if that's how you pronounce his name. I did a few commissions for him. And, you know, just kind of met and talked with a lot of the development team members, even before development started. I was very active on the forums, very knowledgeable, and always happy to share my expertise. Yeah, I think it was August or September of 2017 that Younite and I think, who else reached out to me? I think it was just Younite. Maybe it was just Younite. Reached out to me saying, hey, we're thinking of doing an event. We need someone to do building. We have a few other builders in mind and a few other builders already hired. But you know, it kind of started from there. He knew how I was always very eager to be very organized, and for such a huge project, organization was pretty key. And from there, we just kind of really meshed really well together, me and the rest of the team. What was development like for the event? Or at least what can I recall about working on it? A lot of work. It was a lot of work. As I said, I was reached out in August or September of 2017, and we had to launch by April of 2018, which is about 6 months. Which is a lot of work for 6 months, especially since we wanted to make it better than the previous year. The previous year being the 2017 Egg Hunt, which was phenomenal. The team there did a phenomenal job, and made our job really, really difficult. You know, it was definitely one of those things that we planned a bunch, we revised a lot. Thankfully, because of the leadership, both at Roblox and Bill Thomas and everyone else on the team, you know, we really kind of got together and grinded it out. It was really tight though. It was a very, very tight deadline. But I hope, I like to think that we did a good job. What do I believe made the Great Yolktales so special? I think because of how standalone it was. We didn't have a brand partnership outside of the Ready Player One experience. And I think that kind of made it its own, like, Roblox title. You know, there's a lot of events today that are brand partnerships, and I get it. I absolutely get it. But, you know, kind of its own standalone experience is a banner that a lot of community members can kind of find each other underneath. And, you know, from there, but besides that, you know, the platforming was phenomenal. Bill Thomas did a grand job on his platforming system, and if he didn't dedicate months of production time to that one system, I don't think the game would have been as good as it did. You know, I remember sitting in a lot of meetings where, you know, he was trying to get a lot of inspiration from both Super Mario Odyssey, A Hat in Time, Tomb Raider, a lot of platforming places, and you know, from there he just really refined it. And all we had to do, all the art team had to do, was make fun worlds around it. And I think the art team really did a good job with that. Yeah, I think we did a great job. How much does the 2018 egg hunt mean to me? Quite a lot. I'm still great friends, and I'm still talking with a lot of the team, even from back then. Yeah, you know, it really springboarded my career as a game developer. I'm infinitely thankful that I was part of such a cool experience. You know, like, even around that time, I don't know how much people know about this, but I had just graduated from a business school a year before that, and so I was a marketing intern at Roblox during the event. So it was a very cool experience to be able to see both the development side as well as the, like, corporate side. I don't want to say corporate, but like the Ready Player One, how we managed all the marketing. You know, my desk was right by the social team, so whenever they were tweeting out, you know, the little Ready Player One hints, you know, I could see what they were doing and see everyone's reaction. It was always a buzz. It was a really great experience, you know, and I feel that I'll always cherish a lot of those memories, because, you know, I can't name anything else that's like it. Were there any hardships faced during the event's development? As I mentioned, tight deadline. Very tight deadline. We really tried not to scope creep ourselves, but inevitably we did. You know, we ended up with 11 worlds in total, which, I mean, over 6 months gives you, what is that, like 2-3 weeks per world? All with unique styles and unique assets. You know, a lot of the team members really pulled through. We definitely did a lot of late nights, which I'm not proud of. We should not have grinded that much, but we got it done. You know, it was quite an experience that was very difficult, but I'm still glad we did it. What is something I learned from working on the event, and what piece of advice would I give myself during that experience? Gray box things. Plan things out. I know it sounds ridiculous. And we did do that to an extent. But I think just about every world that we did, we had redone probably 2 or 3 times. You know, I remember for the final level, the Undernest, I think it was called, that the first iteration of that map was way too big. It was a maze. It's still a maze. But, you know, if we just gray boxed it and really got like the extents of how far and how big this map was actually going to be, and just was a little bit more clever with time, we probably could have done that in a lot better ways, without, you know, wasting so much stuff. And that's that's all of what fractured space is. That hidden level in that Au Noir level. I think it's the 3rd world. I can't ever remember the name of that one. Hard-boiled city. Yeah. The hidden world, the fractured space, were all of the assets that we didn't end up using, and that's why we just kind of threw it all into a space and just made it a platformer challenge, because we wanted to do something. They were great assets, they looked fantastic, and we still wanted to do something with it. So yeah, that's eventually what we did with that. But like, it all could have been avoided if we just planned it. If I just planned it out better for the rest of the team. I will say that I'm at fault here, being the build team lead. You know, and I'm very, very happy that people like Avery and Beism did a phenomenal job. The game wouldn't have existed without those two, and others on the team as well. But like, I want to give credit where it's due for Beism and Avery, Moth Mage, I think their name is, and yeah, it's absolutely something. If I could, you know, go to 2018 Sean and you know, hold him by the shoulders and be like, just plan things, I absolutely would. What can I recall about the Ready Player One integration with the Egg Hunt, and what was that like? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I understand it. People were excited. It was a very exciting time. But we were so busy. We were so busy. And we weren't even the Ready Player One team. There was another team that did Ready Player One. Like, Thomas was in both. Him being the leader of the Egg Hunt, was, you know, very invested in the Ready Player One integration. Like, all I did as the building lead is the Help Wanted sign in Hard-Boiled City. I made that. That's all I did. Everyone else did everything else, or the Ready Player One team did everything else. You know, like, it was a buzz. We were constantly being asked questions, but like, our team, the Egg Hunt team, we had enough work to do. We didn't know really anything about the Ready Player One integration, and the Ready Player One team did a phenomenal job keeping that information from us, because like, I liked it. I liked not knowing. I like not knowing, because when someone would ask me about it, I could be like, I don't know, and I wouldn't be lying. Yeah, I do remember when I was the marketing intern at Roblox during launch, a few of the Ready Player One integration team was also at Roblox. I remember it was, I think, a week before launch, there was GDC, and I was on the marketing team helping with GDC. Then I'd go back to the office and work on Egg Hunt stuff after a day at GDC until about 1 a.m. And when I left, the Ready Player One team was still there. So they did a great job, clearly. That's I think one of the big memories of my time at Roblox as an intern, was very long nights. What am I hoping to see with future Roblox events? I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but I would really like to see more standalone stuff. Stuff that, like, as I said, like a big Roblox banner, not Roblox featuring corporate partnership. It feels more universal. It feels more timeless. You can go back and still play the 2018 Egg Hunt today. There isn't a brand that's partnered with. Roblox owns it. We own it. The community owns it, really. With that ownership, that's something that we can all kind of relate to and, take part of. I understand that game development is expensive. I think I said this earlier, where, like, it's just... corporate partnerships are where a lot of money is, because it's a lot of advertising. And so I understand that that's sometimes what you need for, like, 15. We had 15 people. We had more than 15 people at the end. I think we're up to, like, 23 at the very end, for, like, QA and other, like, roles that we didn't necessarily have the bandwidth for. It's expensive. It's very expensive. And I understand why Roblox doesn't necessarily want to fund it fully. But I mean, then the Egg Hunt wouldn't have happened. And we could have done a better job if we had the bandwidth to hire more people. And so, yeah, I think that's probably one of the things. I know it's unrealistic, and I know there's a lot of caveats to it, but that's where I'm at. That's where I hope to see future events. Just better funding for the developers, so they have more time to do the thing that they're good at. What's next for me? Wow. Well, I'm still doing this. I'm still open to commission work. I'm open to hiring for studio positions. I'm an environment artist. I'm a general artist. I'm always happy to talk with a lot of people and help wherever I can. I really love this community. I love all the people that I've met. I hope to be here for a lot longer. Thanks.